Hello everyone, my name is Prashant Chaturvedi, and in this video tutorial we are going to look at the different navigational shortcuts that are provided by IntelliJ IDEA. Let us start with looking at how to navigate between classes, files and different symbols that you have in your project. So in order to navigate between classes, you can press Ctrl N, and what it does is it opens up a dialog box where you can type in the name of the class and it will take you to that class. So say for example worker application is one of the classes I would like to go to, so I can start typing and the hint starts coming. Let me type a couple of most characters, COR, WOR, KER, and what you see over here is whatever classes inside of your project has worker in the name would be displayed in the list. Now you could press up or down arrow to select the file you want to or class you want to go to. So pressing selecting the third one and pressing enter would take me to this place. Another cool thing about this is pressing Ctrl N again. I don't need to type everything, so I can simply say worker application test and it takes me to this particular file. Pressing enter again takes me to that particular location, the particular class inside of the project. The other cool thing that you could do with this is Ctrl N and you can say worker application and provide a colon and then provide say 6. What it does, it is going to take you to worker application class. In that class it's going to take you to line number 6. So if I press enter, it takes me to line number 6. We can also search for files. The same principles for searching criteria is applicable here as well. So I can press Ctrl Shift N in order to search for file, and I can say app, shows me all the files which has app in the name, and I can say YML to shorten my results, and you can select again using this. Again the same principles, I can say application test YML. Oh, I should have done this. Application test YML, and it brings you application test YML. Alright. Again you can provide the line numbers as usual, so you can say 10, it takes me to line number 10 of application test YML. In order to search for symbols, which is like names of the methods or variable names, you can press Ctrl Alt Shift and N. It would open for you the symbol dialog and you can search for say find by email, or you can also say, and of course you can select by clicking down. Again you can also do find by email, right? So all of these are allowed in this as well. Now let us say that you have opened a couple of different files in succession. So you have opened this file, then let me randomly jump to some file over here. Let me also jump to somewhere like common and go to themes and then contact, right? And let me also change the some values over here. So and then in profile I go to and call it books, and then again in history let me go and call it dates, for example, and let's say I am now jumping to service INT. Now let's say I want to go back, to wherever I have visited in past and to one point. So in order to do that, what you can do is you can press Ctrl Shift and E, and it would take you to different places where you have visited in the recent time. So you see all these things are present. Now you can press Ctrl Shift E while this dialog box is open. You can press Ctrl Shift E again and it shows you the different places where you have made changes or edited. You see right over here you have this show edited only enabled, so it takes you to different places where you have recently made changes to, right? And you could use your up and down arrows to navigate between these places. Alright. Inside of a large file you could also use Ctrl G to go between to jump to a line number. So you can press Ctrl G and I can press line number 22 and it will take me to line number 22. Again Ctrl G, say 13 colon 5 will take me to line number 13. No, line number 13 does not have anything, so I'll just say line number 12 colon 5 will take me to 5th column of line number 12. So if I press over here, it took me to I. The other thing that you could do here is, of course, we had talked about this using the ace jump. So you can activate your ace jump and say, which I feel is a better way of navigating within the file. So as long as the file, the place where you want to go to is inside of your viewport, you could always press Control and semicolon, which is the default shortcut provided by ace jump, and then say if I want to reach this boolean over here on line number 24, I could simply start typing BOO, and you see the character D appearing in front of boolean. I can press D and it would take my cursor to boolean. So for the next shortcut, I have intentionally taken a file that is really long. So say for example, if you want to have a look at what are the different methods or member types that are present for this particular repository, how do you do that? So I mean, the simplest way is, one of the ways of course is to collapse everything, which what would do is of course it's going to be tedious, but you can use a shortcut again over here. So you can press Control Shift and minus, that would collapse everything, but still it is not an easy thing to do. So in order to have a look at the structure of a file, you can press Control F12 and it would give you a searchable file structure. So say for example, if I want to go to this method right over here, exist by id, so I can type in exist by id, it takes me to this particular place. I can press enter, it takes me to this particular method. Control B takes you to the declaration. So say for example, if I wanted to have a look at the declaration of user class, I could do Control B on this and it would take me to the declaration. Again, the other thing that I could do is, say for example, if I do not want to go to the declaration but want to see it right inside where I am currently, I can press Control Shift I. I could bring up the same declaration in a small pop-up window. Right. The next thing that you would like to see is, you could also look at the documentation associated with a particular symbol. So say for example, if I want to, user does not have a very good documentation. It's the class that we use internally, but let's say we want to see the documentation of Flux, which is a Spring Reactor project's symbol. So I can do Control Q on top of it and it's going to get me the documentation associated with Flux class. Right. Within any class, if I want to go to see the top level member of it, so say for example, in the hierarchy, if I want to see the parent of user service IMPL, I can press Control U. It's going to take me to the parent of user service IMPL, which is user service. If you are inside a method, then it's going to take you to the parent of the class and to the method to which you are inside right now. So if I press Control U, it's going to take me to this particular declaration over here. Right. Similarly, you can press Control Shift Control Alt B and it is going to take you to the implementation. So if I press Control Alt B over here, it takes me to the implementation of the method. If there are multiple implementations, you would be seeing a pop-up with all the implementations. So we can try that out. So we can go to Control N and say JPA. So yeah, we can do that. So what we do is we go to user repository. This one extends from JPA repository, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to type Control Alt B and it's going to tell me the different implementations that are present for JPA repository. So you see we have simple JPA repository, the user repository that extends from JPA repository. So you could easily do that. I mean, you could easily navigate from this using this technique. Now there are three shortcut keys that look more or less the same and even behaves more or less the same, which is Control H, Control Shift H, and Control Alt H. So Control H gives you the type hierarchy, or basically the class hierarchy. So say if I'm in user service IMPL and I press Control H, it's going to give me the class hierarchy. Okay. If I am in users, the difference is that you do not see, you see what you see is user service IMPL extends from object. There is no mention of user service in this. Now you have something called control. So in order to have a look at the type hierarchy, you could actually go ahead and select this one, so it will give you the type hierarchy. Now you have something called Control Alt H. Now what Control Alt H does is it gives you the call hierarchy. So say for example my method, okay, let me go to the repository. Now if I want to say where is this method being called from, the hierarchy in which this method is being called from, so I can press Control Alt H and it gives me the whole method hierarchy. So find by email is actually being called from user service IMPL, find user by email. So and clicking on this will take you exactly to where it is supposed to, right? And then there is called Control Shift H, which gives you the method hierarchy. So say for example if I'm over here and press Control Shift H, it tells me, okay, not here, instead in fact I'm over here and say Control Shift H, then it tells me what are the different places where this particular method has been implemented, and it will actually take you to the method where this thing has been implemented. Alright, so let's continue with some of the other shortcuts that we have quickly. So inside of a block of code, control and opening bracket will take you to the start of the block. So if I press control and opening bracket, it takes me to start of if condition. Pressing control and closing bracket will take me to the end of that particular thing. Now let me try that again. So control and start bracket takes me opening of if, control and start bracket takes me to the opening of the method, and then now if I press control and start bracket, it would take me to the opening of the class that is enclosing this particular method. Alright, so this is how opening and closing brackets work. I mean, if you want to go to navigate between one start and end block, so this is how you do it. Now there is also something else. So say for example if you are over here, so and if you at this point, and if you want to go to the matching bracket, so if you want here and you want to go to this place around here, so what you do is you press Control Shift M and it would take you to the matching bracket start. Okay, so I'm not sure if it works for this particular block code, but let's give it a try. Control Shift M over here. Oh, it does work. So doing that takes you over here. But again, the thing is with opening control and opening bracket and closing bracket, you can move beyond this. So if I press control opening bracket again, it takes me over here. But otherwise, I mean, you won't be able to do it. So if I'm over here and pressing Control Shift M again, actually takes me bottom to the end of that block of code. Again, pressing that takes me to the start of the block of code. Right. So this is how it this part of thing works, so where you have to match the opening and closing braces. So we have almost covered everything that you need to know for navigational shortcuts in IntelliJ IDE. It's not a complete reference. Of course, there are a lot of other stuffs that are present, and you could always go to help, key map reference, get this thing printed out somewhere, I suggest. But yeah, I mean, what I've done is I've mostly covered whatever I use on a day-to-day basis. So hopefully this would you'll find this helpful.